You were a crypto skeptic. For the last several months, it seemed that crypto was on its way out, and reality, taught by professors in Stanford and elsewhere, was catching up. This was never for real. Now it seems that crypto is making a bit of a bounce back. It's like the cockroach is there and it's not going away. So how are you looking at what might happen from here on?
Well, my relationship to crypto is a kind of on-off romance, and I went through a period of being off it. I came to see by 2018 that there really was something important going on here. Then I lost faith again over the Sam Bankman-Fried fiasco. I think the exchanges were a major distraction from the possibilities of decentralized finance and financial technology generally. I do think, indeed I was at a breakfast discussing it this morning with Nouriel Roubini, I think there's something very important evolving here. Bitcoin has survived the downfall of the exchanges, at least of FTX and Binance, and it increasingly looks like an option on digital gold, which you'd want to have in your portfolio. So it seems to me that crypto survived the near-death experience and that there's more to come. The age of decentralized finance is at a relatively early stage. So I've come back to a more bullish view, probably belatedly, but that's where I am.
So lastly, before we end, your real romance. You have defended her very valiantly on social media, though she needs no defending. And that was fantastic. How do you deal with trolls? Because you're so out there, airing your views, and everyone wants to reply back. How do you deal with trolls? How did she think of your defense of her?
Well, my wife, Ayaan Hirsi Ali, does not really need me to defend her. She's one of the most courageous women in the world. As somebody who's criticized Islamic extremism as a former Muslim, she has come in for not just trolling, but death threats over the last 20 years, and it's been a part of our marriage to deal with those threats. But I think when it comes to online abuse, which has its own impacts on any individual, we've learnt a simple rule, and it was one we discovered in 2020. I remember saying to Ayaan, when we were looking at some negative commentary on social media, would you let these people into our backyard? Would you let them into our garden? Of course not. So why are we letting them into our head? So the conclusion we drew was, do not look at what the trolls say, don't look at what the comments say, look at what the people you follow say, fine. I mean, if I'm following somebody, I'm interested in what they have to say, and if they criticize me, I'm fine with that. But what these other people say, whether they're Russian bots or real people, I don't care about, and I don't think about it. I must say, that has made our lives a great deal better.
So that is the secret of anti-aging. Do not listen to trolls and bots.
I'm afraid I'm aging. You may not have noticed that this is grey hair on my chin, but I'm certainly remaining sane that way.
We hope you get in some skiing in Davos. We know you love skiing. We hope you get some skiing in.
Well, this has been an absolutely fascinating conversation, and your bullishness on India and the fact that your shot on China is going to just have people back home very, very excited.